Think about this, viewers. Lamar Jackson is a superstar quarterback, but he didn't sign before the season for what is noted to be $180 million. He's hurt right now. Kyler Murray did sign before the season, $230 million. He's hurt right now, but drastically different lives that they're living. Kyler's hurt, but he's sitting on $230 million. Lamar is hurt, but he's sitting on the last year of his deal, maybe $18, $20+ million. Lamar Jackson has to be thinking at this very moment, man, I should have signed that deal. At this moment, Lamar's thinking to himself, ooh, Kyler got his money and he got hurt, so it don't matter that he's hurt because he got his coins. But Lamar Jackson does not have his coins. An NFL unanimous MVP, America. That's who Lamar Jackson is. But he's still only making $18, $20 million, while guys like Russell Wilson are making $250 million. Kyler Murray, $230 million. Aaron Rodgers, $150 million. Dak Prescott, $160 million. And Lamar Jackson, comparatively, is making chump change. Lamar Jackson better be taking note of what happened to Kyler Murray. But I got to go to you, James. Should Kyler's injury get Lamar's attention?
No, I don't. I don't think it should get his attention at all, right? Number one, that's not Lamar Jackson, right? Lamar Jackson has been one of the ones who really has handled this situation the best of any quarterback, right? Lamar Jackson ain't went to Twitter and said, I'm blocking the Baltimore Ravens. He ain't stood up there saying a bunch of crazy, none of that, right? So the way Lamar Jackson is built, I mean, he reported when he had to report. I mean, he's a team dude. And what he's done on the football field, it don't matter if he get hurt. He's going to get paid. And I'm going on record saying even if he goes out there, God forbid, and tears his ACL, what his track record says, the bag is waiting on him. So right now, if I'm Lamar Jackson, once my knee gets fine, watch when we get in these playoffs and the price is going up on y'all.
How big a bag? Because that's what Joy always brings up, and that's what I always agree with her on is, yeah, the bag waiting on him, but all bags ain't created equal.
It's the biggest bag waiting on him because he's next. So he's going to be the highest paid quarterback in the National Football League. That is why he's sitting here right now without a contract, because he's looking at him like, y'all crazy. I'm not taking that money y'all giving me, even though the numbers sound big to everybody else. I'm up next. Just like Dak was up next, and he was the highest paid. I'm up next. It's my time, and I'm going to be the highest paid quarterback. And he is, no matter how this season plays out for him, because he's like that and what his track record has shown. So I'm not worried about this at all. I'm texting Kyler, praying for you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to be getting what you getting for sure.
I don't think it's going to affect his money, how this season goes, because I would agree with you. His resume is what it is, and Dave always brings this up, and I'm sure I'm probably going to steal a line, but it's not going to change his money. But what Emmanuel's talking about is a different kind of money, because he wants the $250 million fully guaranteed.
He gonna get it. Ooh,
I hope he does. Money, I genuinely hope he does. I don't think from a business perspective that any owner is going to do that. One, Steve Bisciotti, who happens to own the Ravens, who the quarterback we are talking about plays for, is the one owner that came out and said, I don't like that deal that the Cleveland Browns gave to Deshaun Watson. He shouldn't have gotten that. We know the owners were not happy with the Browns ownership for giving that deal to Deshaun Watson. There is a point of diminished return when you're talking about contracts in a salary cap space. Obviously, the salary cap continues to go up. But at one point or another, you can give too much money to a particular player. It is going to affect the rest of your roster. And God forbid anything happens to that one particular player, like a Kyler Murray. Now you're in a situation where that player that you're paying all of this money, because they earned it and deserve it, is not there. And what's the rest of the roster supposed to do? So it's so much on one player in a league where there is a 100% chance of injury. Where I will say he should pay attention to is a lot of people were not happy with Kyler Murray. They were mad at Kyler Murray. They were dragging Kyler Murray for causing some problems.
Almost everybody.
Almost everybody. Why you got to play childish games, taking this stuff off social media? Why you got to say you're not going to show up? Why you have your agent writing this manifesto? He don't look so crazy now.
Not at all.
He's chilling. And imagine if he hadn't played hardball with the Cardinals, had this injury this year, the way that the year has gone for them, we would be having questions about what's the future of everyone, including Kyler Murray in Arizona. And now we can't talk about what they're going to do at the quarterback position next year because we know it's going to be Kyler Murray.
That's fascinating.
So that's where I think Lamar should pay attention.
I mean, there's no one way to handle this, and I'm sure Kyler Murray feels good about doing that because he made sure he was financially secure. I'm going to sound like a broken record because this is where I come from, but it left a huge mark on me. Dak Prescott didn't do any of that stuff. He played ball. He took the franchise tag. He wasn't difficult. And by the way, Dak Prescott was a 4th-round pick. This man was getting playtime incentives to bump him up. His career earnings might have been $5 million at the time that he got the tag. His ankle was pointed in the completely opposite direction that your ankle's supposed to turn. And by the way, you love to bring this up. In 2020, when Dak got hurt, the Cowboys were 1-3. He had fumble problems. They weren't a very good team.
No.
I remember sitting in AT&T Stadium. It was against the New York Giants. I think it was October 11th. And I've never seen the life go out of a stadium like this in the sense of, oh, my God, he's hurt. Oh, my God, it's bad. Oh, my God, he ruined his future. He played the tough game and he lost. It's all over for Dak. And then 6 months later, he jumped up onto the stage to accept $160 million from Jerry Jones.
And he's not even close to the track record.
And Lamar's resume resume right now is so far beyond. It's beyond what Dak has done now. Yeah. So I'm not worried about it. Yeah, I mean, I think we have to let go of the idea that the $230, $250 million contract is on the table. Joy has...
But he ain't letting go of it. That's the thing. We can let go of it all we want. It's Lamar Jackson who's holding on to it.
If that's what he wants to do, then a tag is in his future, if I had to guess, and he will make more money, and we will have more segments to do.
But
so that's fine.
Here's my thing is, I got a couple thoughts and then a couple statements. Dave, one thing you learn in locker rooms, never count another man's money.
Never.
Ever count another man's money. Yeah. Because what they did for James Jones, they might not do for Greg Jennings.
No doubt about it.
What they did for Greg Jennings, they might not do for Jordy Nelson. Don't ever count another man's money because you don't know if they're going to treat you like they treated him. Lamar Jackson doesn't know if they're going to treat him like the Cowboys treated Dak Prescott. Even if I get hurt, I'm still safe. Here's what Lamar Jackson does need to know. He knows somebody. Maybe. But think about this, James Jones. Can we throw the numbers up on the full screen?
I'm listening to you.
The dudes who got paid this past season, Rodgers, Russ, Kyler, Deshaun, Carr, Stafford, how they turning out this year for their teams? Throw the next full screen up, please. Throw the next one up. I'm here for it. A combined 20 and 40, 33% winning percentage. Has nothing at all to do with Lamar Jackson. But if you're an owner who already has a little bit of stage fright and you're thinking to yourself, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers got about 4 wins. The Denver Broncos got 4 wins. The Cardinals got 4 wins. Deshaun hasn't looked good. Clearly, he missed a couple years, but he ain't looked good. The Raiders are the most disappointing team in football. Matthew Stafford ain't even playing. He's out for the rest of the season. He'll probably get benched for the rest of the season. What I'm saying is, the Ravens, who already are a little trigger shy, are going to look at the only 6 quarterbacks that got paid this offseason and go like, yo, do we really want to do this?
You could look at whatever you want to look at. And this is me, Lamar Jackson, talking to the Ravens. I don't care what stat you pull up there, right? What I have done on this football field makes me the highest paid quarterback in the National Football League because I'm the next one and what I accomplished. You see all them boys up there? A lot of them ain't did what Lamar Jackson has done.
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying? So, and they got that money. So that's why Lamar's looking at you offering me 180? I'll be in here a couple more weeks to talk, and hopefully y'all change your mind.
But Joy,
it's his turn.
Aren't all of those decisions, would we not say retroactively that they were all mistakes?
No.
Oh, who wasn't a mistake?
I mean, what are the Packers going to do?
Russ was.
Rodgers.
I'm saying Russ.
I don't know if Russ is this year.
I would say Russ was a mistake.
The Packers are not better with Jordan Love.
Yeah. Let's talk about this. I would say having paid Russ was a mistake. Having paid Deshaun fully guaranteed $230 was a mistake. Having paid Derek Carr extension was a mistake. Having paid Kyler was a mistake. So maybe you could argue Matthew Stafford and Aaron Rodgers. You can make that argument.
These are special quarterbacks you're talking about. The only one I'm getting off is Russ.
The only one, I really can't say that any of them are a mistake.
Really?
Yes, they're not better without Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers was going to get that money or he was going to retire.
But I'm not
Russell
talking...
Wilson has years left on his contract. If we believe he's going to play this way for the rest of his career, then yes, it was a colossal mistake. But I'm going to give him 1 more year of grace.
These are 4-, 5-, and 6-year deals.
Yeah, like one Deshaun Watson has played
20
in
and
2
40,
games.
y'all. Like
3 games.
There's over $1 billion shelled up out here in 20 wins.
Hurt. He just won a Super Bowl, so he was going to get paid regardless.
So they are you think the owners are looking like, man, I'm sure glad I played Deshaun.
No matter how this has turned out this year, and I don't think that this will be what will happen next year with a lot of these guys, you still need a franchise quarterback, and Lamar Jackson is that. And I do agree with you that he's the next one to get paid, and that he should get top-level money. But there is a very clear difference between what he's talking about, which is $250 million guaranteed.
Give it to me.
Right? And Aaron Rodgers' contract. Like, the guaranteed money is the crux of the conversation.
As a player, when you come up and it's your time up, right, wherever that may be, and whether you have an agent or you represent yourself, right, you always go to the guy that has the highest paid money if you're like that, right? And then you say, okay, Deshaun is the highest paid dude right now with all that guarantee. And then I start, ooh, I got more catches than him. Ooh, I got more yak yards than him. Ooh, I got more touchdowns than him. So whatever y'all telling me in these meetings talking about we ain't giving you Deshaun, I'm better than him. It is my time.
He's better, and he's more accomplished than Deshaun.
But does that mean if somebody makes one mistake, does that mean I have to make it two?
That's
what I'm getting.
That's why. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at the Browns.
What is the saying? You're the saying guy. Don't cut off your nose to spite your face.
Correct.
So everyone has a drop-dead number in negotiations. The person who's trying to get the money and the person who's giving the money. They're not going to go past this. I'm not going to go lower than this. The trick with the negotiating, where do we meet?
And that is totally fine.
And listen, I want him to get this money. I'm not writing this check.
No
I want him to get this money. I can't abandon reason and the business side of football. And because of that, if I'm to imagine that the Ravens are not interested in giving him $250 million, the conversation was, should he pay attention to what happened with Kyler? You still want your long-term guaranteed money and your long-term contract if you're a player. So where's the wiggle going to come from? And you would hate to see him wiggle so much that it eventually becomes something that another team is not interested in giving you that money. Because if you're gonna get that money, it's gonna be from the Baltimore Ravens.
Final thought.
He's gonna get it, and it's gonna be from somebody. And like he said, if you don't pay me that money, you're gonna tag me. And if you tag me for a couple years, I'm eventually gonna make that money anyway, and I'm gonna be going somewhere else. So you might as well lock me down and pay me that guaranteed money right now, and send me on about our business, and let's go win some ball games. Because what I've done, I've earned that money.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.